Good morning, everyone. I hope I am audible to all of you. Okay, great, fantastic. Thank you, guys, for the confirmation. So, guys, now you are going to have your first live project, and that is your blog creation, or alternatively, we can call it as website development also. Uh, and this particular project is very important for all of you because this is going to be kind of a foundation for rest of the other projects which you are going to take up, like running Facebook ad campaign, or maybe running Google ads campaign, even for that matter email marketing campaign. So for all those projects you are going to use this particular website which you are going to create, and I am going to help all of you that what are the different steps which you can follow and create a highly effective website for rest of the other projects. I hope I am audible to all of you. Okay. So Ridhima, please rejoin again. Maybe because of some bandwidth issue, you are not able to hear me properly. As I can see, the entire group can hear me properly over here. Yeah, my camera is not turned on right now because, again, some bandwidth issue is there at my end also. So if I turn on my camera, then you will find some lag in my audio. But I hope you can see my whiteboard. All right, great. So before we get on to the practical part of how to create your website, let's discuss some of the important concepts related to the uh, website building, or you can say building your digital presence. So guys, now I'm going to give you an example of the traditional world. So if somebody wants to start a business, the first thing which they do is to identify the name of their business, right? By what name they are going to start the business. And once that is identified, then they look out for a particular space, a better space from where they want to operate their business, maybe from commercial complexes, or maybe from any other location. So either they buy that particular space, or they go for a rent. Now that is how we operate our businesses in the traditional world. But when we talk about the digital scenario, so now here your business name is replaced by your domain name, which is your website's name, by which you are going to conduct your business. And then again, we need a space, right, where we are going to run our website, and that is called as your web hosting, right? So there are different components to web building or digital presence. Number one, you require a domain name that ideally should be your business name in order to start your digital presence. Number two, you require web hosting plan or web hosting services. So this is a rental space, right? We are paying rent for this particular digital space where we are going to host our website, from where we are going to, you can say, create our website, add any component to our website, add any content to the website, and from where the people are going to, consume your content. They are going to interact with you. They are going to buy any product from you. So that is what we require for digital presence. One is domain name, and another one is your web hosting services. Now, when we talk about domain name, so there are certain prerequisites uh, to have an effective domain name. So let's discuss them one by one. So number one, when you are identifying the domain name, please make sure that it is simple to pronounce. Simple pronunciation. Now, let's say you have kept a very complicated domain name. In that case, the target audience, they find it very difficult to pronounce. They find it very difficult to reach to your website because they might commit any kind of spelling mistake or any kind of error while writing your domain name. So whenever you are searching for domain name, please make sure that it is simple and easy to pronounce. Number two, avoid any numbers in the domain name. If it is part of your business, then it is fine, because in that case, you have to spend many money, lot of budget on your advertising activities, by which you can spread awareness about your company. So like cars24.com, although there are numbers in the domain name, but then they have to spend a good amount of money on their advertising, so that people start recalling, or people start remembering that domain name. Or for example, 99acres.com. So if it is part of your business, then it is fine. Otherwise, try to avoid any numbers in the domain name, because again, that could lead to mistakes while your users, while your target audience, they are trying to reach to your website. Third, avoid hyphens in the domain name. Now again, it is very important. So hyphen is like this. Now if you have added a hyphen to your domain name, so for example, my domain name is sasti dash dawaiyan, right? Sasti dawai, that is my domain name, sastidawai.com. But I have written it in the form like this: www.sasti-dawai.com. Now in that case, sometimes what happen is, some of the users, they might write this hyphen as a underscore, or they might omit this particular underscore. They don't include this underscore in the domain name, or there could be any other mistake over here, and again that will lead to the loss of traffic to your website, which otherwise you could have got it if you have kept your domain name very simple like this. So www.pdawai.com. Easy to understand, easy to pronounce, easy to share, and easy to write. Then maximum 15 characters. Don't go for a longer name. Again, with the longer name, there are certain issues. One, there are chances of errors, there are chances of mistakes while writing the domain name. B, people, they might not be able to recognize or recall the longer domain name. So if you keep the domain name simple, if you keep the domain name short, it is easy to be pronounced, it is easy to be shared. For example, zomato.com, oyo.com, swiggy.com, fb.com, right? Or maybe for that matter, upgrad.com, right? Again, if your business requires that, if there is a requirement of your business, then again you can go ahead with that kind of name, but try to avoid that. So these are some of the best practices while you are searching or finalizing for the domain name, because one of the important point over here is, once you buy a domain name, it cannot be modified. You can't change your domain name. You can't modify your domain name. And domain name plans, they generally start from 1 year, and they go up to 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years. So let's say somebody has bought a domain name for 10 years. Now later on, if you want to change that, you will not be able to do that. There is no option to change your domain name. So minimum time period for which you are buying a domain name, that is for the 1 year. Maximum you can go up to 10 years. So whenever you are finding the domain name, it is important that you should conduct a proper research before finalizing the domain name. And what is the kind of research I'm referring over here? So guys, when you create your website, definitely you would like to create your social media pages, right? Your pages on Facebook, pages on LinkedIn, Twitter, or maybe any other platform. So now, before finalizing the domain name, we have to conduct some back research, right? Reverse research. So how we are going to do that? So let's say I have finalized, sastidawai.com as one of my domain name. So now, before buying the domain name, what I'm going to do is I will go on Facebook and I will check for the availability of this name for my page. There are chances that somebody has already created a page on Facebook with this name. Maybe this domain name is available, but the page is not available. Likewise, this page name is not available on your LinkedIn. This page name is not available on your Twitter, and so on and so forth. And for that matter, YouTube channel also, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finalize some of the domain names, or maybe brainstorm some of the domain names, and then I'm going to check the availability of those pages on different social media platforms. And any of the name which is available on majority of the social media channels, that is a domain name which I'm going to finalize, and that is a domain name which I'm going to buy from the different websites. Yeah, clear so far? Any questions on this? So Arundhati, in that case, what happen is, if you are going for a rebranding, then you have to apply the what do you call redirects. So when somebody is typing your previous domain name, now they will be redirected to your new domain, new website which you have created. And that again is a very time-taking process. In that case, your SEO will impact, your organic ranking will impact, and you have to spend some amount on your advertisement as well, so that you can spread awareness that this is now the new domain name. Like you must have seen some of the advertisement previously that everything is changed, but your company is the same. Packaging is changed, but the product is the same. And likewise, you have to spread awareness that that only the domain name has changed, but rest of the other things are same. So that when people are redirected, so in that case, they don't find that they are being taken to a spam website or any other irrelevant website. They should be aware about it. So Lavanya, minimum is 1 year. You can't buy a domain name for less than 1 year, and maximum you can go up to 10 years. And after 10 years, you can further renew your domain name again and again. Yes, Selvin, you can create that. I will come to this part, however, later on. So I will discuss that on what topics you can create your blog or a website. Manisha, I was talking about the presence of name on social media pages. So now I've created this domain sastidawai.com. Now I will go to Facebook and I will try to find out whether the page name is available for Sasti Dawai or not. Let's say somebody has already created a page with Sasti Dawai. Then in that case, I can't take this particular domain name because I won't be able to create a page with this name. So that is why before finalizing the domain name, you need to check on various social media platforms that whether the page is available with that name or not. Shreya, numbers to be avoided, for two reasons. One, to avoid any kind of confusions, because when you are reaching out to your target audience, your customers, there are multiple sort of people, right? Now while typing your domain name, they might commit some kind of mistake, They might omit numbers from your domain name, and that could lead to loss of your traffic. And secondly, somewhere it restricts your SEO also, your organic ranking. So you have to invest more in your SEO to bring your organic ranking. How we conduct all research? Because manually you have to go to respective platform. You will go to Facebook, you will try to find out whether the page name is available or not. You will go to Twitter, you will find out whether the page name is available or not, and so on and so forth. Yes, Neha, absolutely you can do that. But then just check whether the now, Neha, here you are doing the reverse of what I'm telling. So now you already have an Instagram handle. Now just check whether the domain name is available for that handle or not. Right? If you find the domain name, then yes, you can go ahead with that. Bharat, how you will check on Google about Facebook, Twitter, and other platforms? They are not owned by Google. Facebook is owned by Meta, Twitter is owned by Twitter, right? So how Google will provide you that information? That I will show you, Vinay. Just hold on to this question. So guys, I'm taking Arundhati's question over here. These, guidelines which I'm sharing with you, these are some extra knowledge which I'm sharing with all of you. It has nothing to do with your project, right? So project I will discuss later on, but as a digital marketer, you should have all of this information with you. I have not discussed the web hosting services as of now, Jankar. So you are not late. I will be discussing that part. Okay, so that is about the domain name, some of the name practices. And now previously, it was considered that you should have your company keyword, your important keyword as part of your domain name. And historically, Google used to give some kind of advantage in terms of SEO for the organic ranking if you have a keyword in your domain name. But now that the setting has been changed. Now there is no requirement of your keyword in the domain name. For example, Zomato, Swiggy, Oyo, they are not using any keyword of their business in their domain name. So that is now being replaced, right? Okay, so just repeating this part again. So domain name is your business name with which you want to start your business digitally. uh, and web hosting service, it is a digital space which you are renting out. You have to pay rent for this space so that your website can be live. So like for example, if I go to a shopping mall, now you have seen lot many shops over there, so they pay a rent to the mall. So likewise, on the web hosting platform, you have to pay rent to make your website live. Now web hosting services are available for 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 6 month, and so on and so forth. So you can buy web hosting services for any period, whatever is suitable for you. Can you give example of not using the keyword? So not using the keyword is like Zomato, Swiggy, Ola, right? That is not the keyword of their business. So business keyword is for Zomato, the keyword is food delivery, right? So if I have to create a domain name like this, www.zomatofooddelivery.com. This is the keyword which you have added to the domain name. So previously this was a practice, but now that is not required. So you can straight away go ahead with the business name which you have identified for yourself, zomato.com. Now if you look at over here, sastidawai.com, here I have entered the dawai as a keyword as part of my domain, right? Because I'm selling the medicines. Now, for me, dawai is a Hindi name for that, and that is how people are searching for the cheap medicines, Sasti Dawaiyan. So that is how I've created my domain name. You can use your keyword in your domain name, but there is no SEO advantage these days. Previously, there was an SEO advantage for that. Shubhadeep, yes, you can use that. All right. So now let's see how we can get these domain names. So one of the popular website all of you know, and that is GoDaddy.com. Let me share my screen. No, if they are searching for medicine, then also my website will pop up because Google automatically considers synonyms when people are searching. So synonyms are considered. Yes, even Hindi. Now just imagine, Google is promoting audio search query, right? You can say, okay, Google, and Google will be presenting you the result. Now just imagine people are searching for that information in Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam. Google is automatically, modifying or, using the synonym of whatever language you are using. No, it does not have any impact on your ranking. I hope you can see my screen now. Okay. So this is a popular website which all of you are aware about, GoDaddy.com. So from here, you can start searching for the domain which you want for your business. So let's say I'll try for Sasti Dawai only. Sasti Dawai. And let's see what are the domain names available. So now over here, these are the domain names which are available over here, sastidawai.co.in, and you can see I have to pay only 39 rupees for the first year, and after that I have to pay 649 for the renewal fees. So that is how you have to look at the pricing over here. Whenever you are buying the domain, just look at these pricing terms. If you see sastidawai.co, I have to pay 699 for the first year with a 2-year registration. I have to go for 2-year registration, and after 2 years, I have to pay this much of amount for my renewal. Likewise, sastidawai.store. Now this is a very relevant kind of keyword. Sastidawai.shop, sastidawai.live. Now these are, as you can see over here, promoted. These are advertisements which are being run on GoDaddy.com, and these are the organic result. This is the domain name which I was asking all of you to ignore, which is having a hyphen, sastis-dawai.com, available at 139 rupees. Now over here you can look at this. Look at the pricing of the domain name. If you want to buy apnidawai.com, you have to pay 8,19,000 rupees per year. That is the premium amount which you have to pay for this particular domain name. Likewise, Easy Dawai, 3,11,000, 2,04,000, 2,37,000. And look at this, Astevia.com, 33,51,000. That is a domain fees which you have to pay. And guys, how it happens? So there are various domain aggregators. What they do, they keep on searching for very important domain names. They buy domain name and they keep them with themselves. And then they ask for a very premium price. If anyone would like to start a business, then you have to pay that kind of fees. So for example, today I buy 10 or 15 domain names and I keep it with me. That is a kind of investment I'm doing. That is a kind of business I'm doing over here. And tomorrow, if anyone wants to start a business and they have identified a domain name which is not available on GoDaddy, but it is available with me, then I can ask for the premium price for that. Right? So that is how you have to search for the domain names over here. You can try different combinations. Right now I have just mentioned Sasti Dawai. You can try looking for different combination if your name is not available over here. So now you can see sastidawai.com domain has already been taken. Somebody has already bought this domain, and if you want to buy this domain, then you have to pay a broker fees of 5,249. We might be able to help you get it. So if you get this domain, now this is the broker fees. Now let's say sastidawai.com is already owned by me and somebody else is looking for this domain, then at that stage I might be charging for 10 lakh rupees for this domain. So you have to pay 10 lakh rupees plus 5,249 to get that domain. Somebody has mentioned about Instagram handle. Can you please let me know your Instagram handle name? Let's search for the domain name with that name. Lavanya, there is no basis. It is all about demand and supply. Okay, you be yourself. So let's see whether the domain name is available for this or not. You be yourself. Now I already have an Instagram handle with this name, and see, this domain has already been taken. Now if you want the .com domain, then you have to pay 5,249 broker fees along with the extra charges. But you can go ahead with the youbeyourself.in. It is available for 49 for the first year with a 3-year registration. So you have to pay for 150 rupees. You have to pay 150 rupees and this domain name will be yours for 3 years. Then further, we can see some more domain names available. tobeyourself.com premium 2,94,000. Now they have just changed the spelling of B and now it is available at 139. And again, they have changed the spelling of B over here and then again it is available at 139. And then these are the premium domain names: 7,73,000, 2,86,000, and so on and so forth. This is the domain name. This is what you're buying as your business name. Now, after that, once you have bought the domain name, another thing which you have to buy is your web hosting plan, so that you can start hosting your website. And you can see it starts from 219 rupees per month. So these are some of the web hosting plans available, like Web Hosting Ultimate, 399 per month, 299 per month, 119 per month. And then you can compare these options that, you will be getting one website over here. Over here, you will be getting 10 websites. Over here, you will be getting 25 websites. And then you can look at the storage space. You will be getting a free professional email also with these 3 plans, and so on and so forth. So while finalizing the web hosting plan, you have to look at all of this information, that what you are getting if you buy any of the web hosting plan or web hosting services. Now, let's say you have created the entire website and you have bought the web hosting plan only for 1 month. In that case, after 1 month, if you fail to renew your hosting plan, your website will no longer be available on the internet. So from the internet, that will be removed. Like traditional shops. So if you don't pay rent to the landlord, they will kick you out from the house or kick you out from the commercial space. So that is how these web hosting services functions. Please use the chat option, guys, for any of the doubts. If I buy premium, then will I get? No, Neha, that has nothing to do with the traffic. Premium names are, some unique names. So that you're buying, like, you must have seen that somebody is buying a car plate, a premium car plate, or maybe somebody is buying a mobile number, which is a premium mobile number. So buying a premium car plate does not mean that you are not going to be fined for traffic violation, right? You will be fined for traffic violation, but then that is a premium. That is a kind of luxury which you are, trying to avail. So Anshita, that is all depend on demand and supply. So if there are more demand for any kind of domain, then definitely you can ask for the price. Now I will give you one example. 10 years back, I bought a domain name, promentor.us. That is a US domain. After 1 year, a company from China, they reached out to me and they wanted to buy that domain name. Now, at that stage, it is all up to me what price I want to quote, what price I want to ask from them. That is all depend on me. That is all the negotiation, whether they are ready to pay that amount or not, or whether I am ready to pay, give that domain name in that name or not. So it is all about negotiations. See, there is a central register which has been maintained for all the domain names. So you buy a domain name from any website. Maybe you can buy domain name from Hostinger, you can buy domain name from Big Rock, you can buy domain name from GoDaddy. So from wherever you buy the domain name, there is a central register, global register. So all the domain names are registered over there. And if somebody has bought a domain name from GoDaddy.com, you are not going to get the same domain name from any other service provider. There are multiple shops available, but the licensing authority is one, right? So from sorry, where the entire data where the entire data is maintained, right? No, Ishan, these websites are not live. They have just bought the domain name. Buying a domain name does not mean that you have to create a website. You can buy 10, 15 domain names, and if you don't want to create a website, that is absolutely fine. Which platform is good? So generally you can go with GoDaddy. I think they provide quite reasonable prices. However, if you go to WordPress or Hostinger, their domain names are quite expensive. So you can find some reasonable domain names over here. Why they will spend too much on domain name? So Ginny, I think there was a news, somebody has bought the most expensive number plate in Dubai, some around 8 crores rupees or something like that. Or maybe, there are people who buy iPhone for 1.5 lakh rupees. The only function is to attend a call. Then the question is why they do buy, those expensive mobile phones, or why they have bought the expensive number plate, right? So it is all about the luxury or the premium name which you are owning. No, Lavanya, in that case, see, over here, if you see, okay, I've changed the screen. Now, that domain name was owned by somebody else, and GoDaddy was telling that, broker fees will be 5,200 rupees, right? So now, in that case, GoDaddy will reach out to the owner of the company, owner of the domain, and they will put up a proposal that, somebody is interested in buying your domain name. Are you interested to sell it? Now, if they are not interested, then you can't buy the domain name, right? So somebody has to be interested in selling the domain. Then only you will be able to buy it. Otherwise, there is no chance that you can buy the domain name. And guys, there is one more practice with this. In order to avoid the competition with the similar name, what companies do, they buy 10, 15 domain names which are related to their business. So for example, Zomato.com. So tomorrow, somebody should not buy, Zomato, ZOMATOO.com. Zomato, what they have done is they have bought 10, 15 domain names with the similar spelling, and they're keeping idle with them. They're not creating website for that. So that later on, tomorrow nobody can buy those domain names to create a similar kind of web presence, to misdirect the audience. So let's say if I go to, if I search for Zomato.com again, now I want to buy a Zomato domain name. So let's see whether it is available or not. So now over here you can see Zomato.com is already taken. We might help you to get it, and we will be charging this much of fees. Now in that case, if I apply for this, they will reach out to Zomato company and they will put up a proposal. Now if Zomato is ready to sell this domain name, then only I will be able to get it, otherwise I will not get it. Then this name is available, thezomato.com. Then what else? Zomato Web Online, Zomato Online.in, ZomatoCo.com. So these are available. But if I try with Zomato with double O, this is a premium domain. This is available, but then you have to pay 40,000 rupees to get this domain name. Zomato.in, Amto.com, and so on and so forth. So most of the companies, they buy the similar kind of domain names so that the competition should not buy those domain names and take advantage of their advertising, their branding. लाइक आप लोगों ने ऑफलाइन मार्केट में देखा होगा, रीबॉक की जगह रीबॉब मिलता है, रीबॉब के शूज मिलते हैं, बिस्लरी की जगह बिल्सरी मिलता है, राइट? सो इन द डिजिटल स्पेस I don't want anyone to take advantage of my domain name or my business name by changing the alphabets or something like that. Yes, Arpit, it is a business, and lot many people are doing this business right now. They invest a good amount of money. They first of all they conduct a research. They try to find out the important business names, and with those names they invest. They buy those domain name and they keep them with themselves, and that is a business they are doing. Yes, once you buy the domain name, you have to renew it. If you bought a domain name for 1 year and you fail to renew that domain name, then that will not be available to you, and then it is free. Then it can be sold to anyone else. Like your mobile numbers. So if you surrender any SIM card, any number, so that service provider can sell the number to anyone else. आप लोगों ने कभी देखा होगा आपके पास कुछ कॉल्स आने स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं, wrong numbers. They were actually not wrong numbers, but you have bought a number or you have been allotted a number which was owned by somebody else previously, and that is how you are getting those calls over there. Yes, Mishwal. So if you don't renew your hosting plan, entire data will be deleted. So Sri Lakshmi, you can buy one web hosting plan, and after that, if you want to upgrade that can be possible. So if you start with a starter plan and later on your business is growing and now you want more services, so you can upgrade your hosting plan. Broker service fees is the GoDaddy fees. So GoDaddy is reaching out to the company to get a domain name for you, and for that they are charging 5,000 rupees. But they are not guaranteeing that you will be getting the domain name. They will help you only. Okay. So now coming to the okay, Bharat. So generally .com domain is SEO friendly domain name, or you can say top level domain. .com is considered or given priority when SEO rankings are being given. However, that all depends on the type of business you are operating. So let's say I'm writing a blog and my blog is India centric. It has nothing to do with the global audience. Then in that case, .in domain name is absolutely fine because .in represents India. Likewise, if you host lot many live events on your website, then .live is a relevant domain name. Even for that matter, if you look at the Cred domain name, so their domain name is cred.club, right? So likewise, it all depends on the type of business you are operating into. Okay, guys, so that is just all of this is just additional information which I want to share with all of you. As a digital marketer, you should know the digital space and how it operates. Now let's come to the project, the live project which you all of you have to complete, and for that I'm going to show you all the steps which you have to follow. So please don't go anywhere, stick to the screen right now. although this is a recorded session, so you can access the recording later on. But it is important that if you stick to the screen right now, because there are certain technical things which some of you might not be knowing. You are absolutely new to it. So it is important to look at each and every step very, very carefully. So guys, how this process works. Now, in this live project, you don't have to buy any domain name. You don't have to buy any web hosting services, right? So all of you will be provided with your domain name, your login URL, your ID and password. So like this, I hope all of you can see on my screen right now. Login URL, login ID, login password. This is the kind of information which all of you will be getting from Upgrade side via email. So all of this information will be available over there. So now what you have to do is just copy this link, or you can click on that link and paste it like this. Just give me a second. Okay. So guys, when you get an email with these details, when you click on the link over here, this is how it will open in front of you. This is a platform called Plesk. Now, Plesk is nothing, but it is the alternative of GoDaddy.com over here. So like from GoDaddy, you can buy domain name web hosting services. Likewise, you can buy domain name web hosting services from the Plesk also. This is an alternative of GoDaddy. Now, once the screen gets open in front of you, you have to provide your username, which is again provided to you in email, and you have to provide the password and login. So once you log in, this is the kind of dashboard which all of you will be getting in in front of you on your screen. Now over here, the very first thing which you have to do is you have to go to this file manager option. I'm repeating this again. When you get access, when you get login details, your login URL, your ID and your password, after login, you will come to this particular dashboard wherein you have to click on this option file manager. Now over here in my case, you can see lot many files are available, but in your case, you will be getting a file called index.html. Index.html. That file you have to remove. So you can just tick mark this, and you have to click on this remove button, and it will be deleted from your platform. That is the first thing which you have to do. Now, why I'm asking you to delete that file? Because that is a dummy file which has been created for all the domains, and when you open, all of you will be getting the same dashboard, right? But we have to create our website specifically, individually on different themes. So for that reason, we have to delete that file from the file manager. Now, once that is done, again come back to the dashboard, and then in the bottom, you will find this option WP Toolkit, which is WordPress Toolkit, or in the left hand side, you will find the WordPress option over here. So right now, in my case, WordPress has already been installed, but in your case, you have to click on this WordPress and it will ask you to install WordPress. So click on that. Once the WordPress is installed, you will be able to see this kind of dashboard in front of you over here. This is the WordPress dashboard. This is the Plesk dashboard over here. That is the difference. And this is your WordPress dashboard. Clear so far? Yes, you have to follow the same process which I am showing you. Otherwise, you will get some errors while creating the website. Mohit, I am saying that you are not required to buy any domain name or web hosting services. Then why do you require a budget? You will be getting your login ID, login URL, login ID, and login password. Okay, so I'm repeating this again. So guys, when you come to this particular dashboard, first of all, you have to go to the file manager and you have to delete the file which is available over there. Once that is deleted, you will find WP Toolkit over here, or in the left hand side, you can find WordPress option. So when you click on this WP Toolkit, it will ask you to install the WordPress. It will take 2-3 minutes for installation. Once WordPress is installed, then you will be able to see this kind of dashboard in front of you. Now, once this dashboard is available, you have to click on this login button. And that's all. The moment you click on the login button, you will be taken to this WordPress dashboard. Over here, you have to create your website. This is the only task of Plesk. Log into the Plesk, go to the file manager, delete the file, install the WordPress, and that's all. Your Plesk task is over. Now you are not going to do anything on Plesk. Whatever activity we are going to do for your website development, we have to do it on this particular platform, WordPress, which is my content management system, CMS. Whatever content I want to show on my website, everything I am going to do over here. Clear so far? Manisha, it will be active till you are part of this particular course. However, if you want to continue further, so what you can do is you can download your entire data from WordPress, and then you can buy domain name or web hosting from any of the platform, and from there you can start your website. Okay, guys, now starting with the WordPress. So what all you have to do on the WordPress? In the meanwhile, I start writing the steps over here. So step number 1, log into Plesk with the help of provided ID and password. Step number 2, go to file manager. Step number 3, delete index file from the option on the list. Permanently remove. It will ask you whether you want to remove it permanently or not. So yes, permanently remove. Step 4, click on WP toolkit, install WordPress. Step 6, click on login button on WordPress dashboard. WordPress dashboard available or present on Plesk. Step 7, reach to the WordPress. This is all these steps we have covered so far. So right now we are on the step number 7. This is the step number 7 that you have come to the WordPress dashboard over here. Now, first thing which you have to do when you come to this WordPress dashboard, go to the appearance part. And guys, over here you can see themes are there. Now, what are themes? So guys, themes are pre-created templates by WordPress. Now, all of us are digital marketer. We are not website developer. We don't know coding. I can't code any website, right? So in that case, there are pre-created themes available. You can choose theme of, any of your choice, and it will help you create a website in a very easy process. So how you can do that? You can search for the themes over here. Now, let's say somebody is a good chef, right? And you want to share your recipes with the world. So you want to create a blog on the recipes. So maybe you can just mention food recipes over here, and all the relevant theme options which are available, they will be shown in front of you like this. Now, whatever theme you find relevant for you, that you think, okay, this theme looks very interesting, and this is how you want to create your website, your theme. So you can just do a preview first of all. And this is how the blog page on your website will look like. So you can just have a preview that how your website is going to look like after you install it. And if you are finalizing any of the theme, you can just click on the install button. Likewise, let's say I want to create a blog on music. So all the themes which are related to music, they will appear over here. If I want to create a blog on solo traveling, again, relevant themes. If I want to create a blog on photography, again, some of the themes which are available, right? So whatever theme you find relevant for you, right, you are the better judge for that. You can just visualize how your website looks like once you make it live. So you can choose any of the theme which you find relevant for you. So step number 8, go to appearance. Step number 9, click on add themes, or click on themes button and click on add button. Step number 10, search for your industry or topic on which you want to create a website. Step 11, preview the theme for better visualization. Step 12, install. Click on install button. theme, click on activate. So once you install the theme, you will find a button called, instead of install, you will find button activate. So you have to click on the activate button. Clear so far? Okay, can the theme be changed later on? Very valid question, Shreya. Yes, that can be changed and you can change it multiple times, but please don't do that. So please do a research, before creating a website, because what happens is, if you have created a fully functional website with a particular theme, and later on, if you change your theme, the components of your website, your text, your pictures, everything will be aligned as per the new theme. And in that case, some of the components will be misaligned, right? So don't do that. Rahul, I mentioned, Plesk is the alternative of GoDaddy. So whether you buy it from GoDaddy or whether you are working on a Plesk, everywhere the process is same. You can buy domain name or web hosting services directly from WordPress also. There also the process is same. No, Yuvraj, you will be getting your login ID and password via email. All of you will be getting separate emails, individual email with your respective credentials. They are not going to be shared with anyone. Sangeeta, if you want to buy a domain name and web hosting services, you can do that. Nobody is stopping you from that. Richa, if you already have a website, just check whether it is on WordPress or not, because as part of the this live project, you have to submit some of the screenshots from WordPress dashboard. That is point number one. So if it is available on WordPress, then you don't need to create a new website. Option number two, if you don't have website on WordPress, then please get in touch with your upgrade buddy, and you can put up this query in front of them that you already have a website, and then whatever they suggest, then you can go ahead with that. Oh, it is on WordPress, then there is no requirement to create a new website. If you want to use this blog permanently, Kritika, then once you are graduating from this course, then you can download the entire website, and then you have to buy domain name and web hosting from GoDaddy or any other platform, and from there you can launch your permanent website. Neha, they are same, but WordPress they charge a premium price. Like if I have to buy Apple, now I can buy Apple from the street vendor. I can buy Apple from Reliance Fresh. I can buy Apple from any of the mall. I can buy Apple from Country Delight or Dunzo, right? But Apple is Apple. Now everywhere, different shops, they will be charging me different prices because of their, businesses. So that is how domain name is domain name. If you buy from GoDaddy, that will be the same. If you buy from WordPress, that will be the same. It is only the pricing which matters. So GoDaddy, they have a reasonable kind of pricing. Mega, I'm not sure about it. I need to check the terms and conditions. So maybe you can just go through the terms and conditions over there. It will give you the clarity on that. Okay, thank you, Dheeraj, for this question. This is a very relevant question for all of you. What will be the topic for blog creation? So guys, topic can be any topic. That is your choice. That is why, while searching for the theme, I am showing you different options. If I want to create photography, traveling, food, recipe, news, tech review, anything, that entirely depends on you. So you can choose any topic of your choice and you can create a blog on that. See, domain name and web hosting services both have to be renewed. Now, domain name are available for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. And web hosting services, they start from 1 month also. 1 month, 1 year. But both of them have to be renewed every year. Yes, you can create on motivation, but guys, there are certain topics which you should be avoiding for creating your website. For example, anything which is related to medicines, anything which is related to you can say medical line like surgery or any of those recommendations, because later on you have to run your Facebook campaign and Google ad campaign, and you will not be able to run your campaigns if you have created such kind of website. If you are a certified medical practitioner, then you can do that. Otherwise, don't create website on those topics. Drugs, arms and ammunitions, medicines, all of that. So avoid those kind of topics. Yes, definitely that will work. Rishabh, I'm not sure about Laravel. I have not worked on that. So maybe you can try both the options and then you will get to know. Okay, moving ahead. So guys, once any of the theme is activated, so then you will find this option, customize. So click on the customize option. Now over here you can see I have already activated a theme which is NGO organization, right? So from here, now when you select a theme that has been designed by a website developer as per their creativity or their thought process, but now when you are creating a website, you have some different thought process altogether in your mind, so that you can customize from over here. Like all of you must be aware of Canva. So when you go to canva.com, there are lot many templates already pre-created, but then you have to customize them as per your business, as per your requirement. So likewise, this theme is there. It has been created by the developer, but then you can customize it as per your business or your creativity. So first of all, let's click on custom home page. Now over here, you can add certain option like body layout setting, that whether you want to show the full body, container or container fluid, all of this is your creativity. Theme sidebar position, right, left, 3 column, 4 column, all of this can be modified. Contact details, if you want to add your phone number, email address, login URL, anything that can be added to this particular page. Social media links, if you want to add your Facebook link, your Twitter link, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, so all of that can be added to this particular option. Then click on this site identity. This is the important part of your website. Now over here, you have to create a logo, right? You have to upload a logo over here. So let's say if I take an example of, I take help of Canva. Now logo size should be 250 by 250 pixel. So I can go to Canva and I can create a custom design. 250 by 250 pixels. Since I'm creating this website on NGO, hunger deprivation, so I can select some logos, NGO logo. Some of the logo will automatically come over here. If you find anything is relevant for you, that you can choose. Otherwise, you can create as per your creativity. But let's say I use this logo. This one, I can modify this. No hunger, and my tagline is one act of random kindness. download this logo, background. No. Okay. So now my logo is created. Select a logo, upload files. And now my logo is added. Over here you can see, right? So likewise, you can remove, you can change any of the logo. Now then comes your site title. So site title is something, which comes with your website. It follows your domain name or your business name. So again, that you can write any of the site title which you want for your website. You can give any of the tagline which is relevant for your business. Then these are again some setting what should be the site title size, tagline font size, customize your logo. All of that can be done from here. Then you will find the site icon. Now what is the site icon? The another name for this is called as favicon, and this is one of the important parameter for SEO. So like over here in the browser you can see Canva logo is appearing, WordPress logo is appearing, Plesk is appearing, GoDaddy is appearing, Upgrade is appearing. So likewise, if I want that in my website, my logo should appear, then I can choose this site icon. I can use this option, copy image, and done. So this is how in the browser my logo will start appearing. As you can see over here, now WordPress logo has been removed and my logo is appearing over here. So guys, whenever you're doing anything, any kind of changes, please publish it. If you don't publish it, whatever changes you have done, that will not be saved. So now it is saved. So just go back. Then you can modify any of the color. Like if you don't want green color, then you can change it. If you want to change the header image, that can be done over here. You want to change the background image. Right now there is no background image, but if you want to give that can be uploaded over here. Now coming to the important setting, and that is your menu. So in the menu, just click on this primary menu, and these are the menu options which I've added: home, about us, gallery, blog, contact us. Now if you want to add any other component to this, maybe I want to add donate a meal. So I can add this like over here, and now this menu will be appearing. You can see over here, donate a meal over here. You can do the reorder. If you want to change any of the reordering, that can be done, and that's all. So you can add some menus over here. You can add your social media icons. So right now, let's say I have a presence on Facebook, so I've added that. If you want to add more, that can be added to this particular category. Then homepage settings. Now again, this is important. So guys, whenever you are writing the blog, whenever you are creating the content, where do you want that content to appear, right? So it says your home page. This is my home page. Your home page will display all the latest posts. So whatever post you will create, now you can see my home page will look like this. But if you want to have your home page as a static page, you can choose this option. And now the static page will appear on your home page, and you can choose which page should appear on the home page. So I have selected about us. Instead of that, if you want to choose any other page, that can be added, and that will start appearing on the home page over here. Then it will ask you whatever blog, whatever post you are going to create, where those posts are going to appear. So I've selected blog page. So whatever post I write, they should appear on the blog page over here. So if somebody goes to this blog page, they can see all my blogs written over here. And that's all. So these are some of the important customizations which you have to do after installation of any of the theme. So step number 14, customize theme as shown in the live session. Clear so far? Can we delete a menu? Yes, you can delete a menu if you want to remove any part from your website. How you can do a survey? I didn't get this question, Vipin. Yes, you can use any platform to create a logo. Shubhadeep, no, that is not available. Yes, you are absolutely correct. There are certain themes which have certain limitation on the customization. But till the time you activate any of the theme, you will not be able to find out that. So you have to, do the trial and error in this particular aspect. So Ankit, right now you can go ahead with the, whatever free options are available. There is no option for that. Right now, Vinay, that is not required. But if you want to create that you can do, because in any which way, while you are creating your Facebook Live campaign, there it will be required. But that is not mandatory for this project. Yes, you can add your contact details and you can update your blog. So the difference in static homepage is that whenever somebody opens your website, so let me open my website. So this is how my website will look like. My logo is appearing over here, and this is the static page which I have selected. The static page is about us page. If somebody go to gallery, so right now there is nothing on gallery. Blog page, these are the blog which I have written, and so on and so forth. But home page will be static. Static means it is not going to change. It will remain as it is. Yes, Shruti, you can do that. Okay, now moving ahead. So we have customized the themes. Now another important settings which you have to do after customization of the theme, go to the plugins. Now what are plugins? So guys, like in your browser, you must have added some of the extensions, right? Chrome extensions. So those extensions are there to help you, right? They are there to solve your any of the purpose. So like when you are creating a website, these plugins are there to help you with different functionalities, because we are not developers, so we can't code our website. So we are going to use these plugins. So now let's understand what are the important and mandatory plugins which all of you should be installing. Step number 15, go to plugins. Click on add new button. So add new button is over here. Now, first of all, while I am creating my website, I want my website to be SEO friendly, right? So in order to understand the SEO parameters, there is one important and leading plugin, and that is called as Yoast SEO. You can write Yoast over here and you will get this suggestion. So in my case, I have already installed it, but like this, you will be getting this option, install now. So you have to install and then you have to click on the activate button. So step 17, search for Yoast SEO plugin. Install and activate. Then Google Site Kit. This is how it will appear, and you can see install now button is appearing. So you can click on install now. So Google Site Kit is a plugin which will help you integrate your website with various Google products like Google Analytics, Google Search Console, Google Speed. So with all of those Google products, you will be easily able to integrate your website for the optimum performance. So like install, after installation, you will find this button activate. Click on this activate button. Search for Google Site Kit plugin, install and activate. Step number 19. Again, go back to the add new and search for Monster Insight. So this is the plugin which you will get. This is required to integrate your website with Google Analytics. So again, this is a mandatory plugin. You can install it and activate it. Search for Monster Insight plugin, install and activate. Last plugin, which is again a mandatory plugin. Now on your website, you want that, if somebody comes to your website and they want to contact you, they want to get in touch with you. So for that, I require a contact form. So you can just write contact form. So you will get these options like contact form by WP Forms, contact form 7. So any of these form can be added. So I've already installed contact form 7. Search for contact form plugin and install and activate contact form 7. Now I have installed the plugins. I will show you the relevancy of these plugins in a later stage. How these plugins will help me in creating my optimum website. Before that, you have to go to the settings button over here. So now in the settings, you can do certain changes like you can change your site title and tagline from here, and you can change your date format, you can change your time format. In the writing part, your email ID and other things will be appearing, so you don't need to change any of this. In the reading option, again, this setting we have already done in the customization option. How many posts you want to appear on one page? 5, 10, 20. So that can be changed from here. Discussion. This is about the when you are creating the blog, there are comment option. So if I go to blog now, if I open any blog, so you can see comment option is appearing over here. So if you want to disable this option, if you don't want anyone to comment on your blog, you can change that. Or if you want to moderate that, so all the moderation settings are available. Hold a comment in the queue if it contains 2 or more links. When a comment contains any of these words in its content, another name, URL, email, IP address, or browser user agent string, then it will be deleted. So you can add some of the slangs or profanity language. Somebody is trying to comment in a bad language. So all of those words can be added over here, and those comments will not be displayed. So this is basically for your moderation. If you want to manually approve any of the comment, that can be selected. Comment author must have a previously approved comment. Anyone can post a comment. A comment is held for moderation. So all of these settings can be done. Then you will have one important setting, and that is called as permalink. What is a permalink? It is the short form of permanent link. So go to settings and click on permalinks. Choose the relevant permalink for your website. So guys, this permalink setting will be applied to your entire website. Now, what is the meaning of this? So if I use plain permalink, in that case, after my domain name, you can see this is a kind of number which will be appearing with all the links which I'm sharing with the users. In day and name, date will come, and the name of the title of the blog will appear. In month and name, month and the title of the blog will appear. In the numeric, only number will appear. So this is relevant for basically gallery. If you are creating a gallery, then you can use this kind of permalink. Then post name, only the post name will be visible. And if you want to customize your structure, so you can choose any of this, like post name. Along with the post name, I want to have the author name. So that is how your permalink will start appearing. So let me show you the example of this. Now you can see over here on the top. This is my domain name, and after this, the title of my blog post is appearing as a permalink. Saving someone from hunger, help you save your tax, know how. This is happening because I have selected a permalink that is post name. If you change it with some number, then some random number will appear over here. So let's say if I do this, plain permalink, save changes, and do a refresh. So now you can see there is a server error. This page has been removed because we have changed the permalink structure. Now again, go back to the blogs. Now you can see page ID number 9 is appearing. And if I click on this, P equals to 30. Some numbers are appearing over here because I have changed my permalink to plain. So that is why post name is a most relevant kind of permalink, because that help a user understand what that particular link is all about. If they are going to click on a link, where that link is taking them. So do a refresh again, and now you can see your permalink is appearing over here. Clear, guys? Don't worry, Ridhima, I will share these steps with all of you. Vipin, I'm not sure about MacBook, but I don't think that it has anything to do with your device, because you are working on WordPress, you are installing your plugins on WordPress. So I don't think so there should be any limitation on the device part. Permalink is the short form for permanent link. This is the link which you share with your target audience when you are running your Google ad campaign, when you are running your Facebook ad campaign. This is the link which you are going to provide. Then when somebody clicks on your ad, where they are going to be taken, which page they are going to be taken. So that is a permanent link. So when you create your campaign on Facebook or Google ad, there is an option to create your display link. So display link is different from your landing page URL. This is my landing page URL, but you can change your display link. See guys, the relevancy of this is, let's say, I send a WhatsApp to all of you with this link. And then I will share with you another link. which link you are going to click. I've sent you 2 links in your email or on your WhatsApp number. Yeah, second one. And the reason is obvious, right? Because with the link, you can understand that if I'm going to click on the second link, it will take me to a page which talks about webinar on AI tools. But the first link, it is not telling me anything. I mean, it could be a spam, there could be a virus, there could be some kind of error or something like that. So that is the utility of permalink. So when I use permalink as a post name, so whatever my page name or post name, that will be part of my main URL. If you use plain, then in that case, this is how the URL will look like. Permalinks are selected as in how you want your URL to look like, right? So for that reason, we use the permalinks. Okay, now coming to the last part, permalinks we have done. Then you have to go to the pages over here. You will find a pages option. Now in the pages, these are the pages which you have created during customization. Now if you want to delete any of the page that can be deleted from here, you can just select this and you can park it in the trash. And this will be deleted. Likewise, if you want to delete any of the page, that can be done. Now, if you want to, write the content, so you can just go to About Us page. And this is the content which I've written. So you can start writing over here. Now, how you can do that? There is a plus button wherein all the tools are available, which you can use to create a website. Now you can see, if you want to embed your Twitter link, Twitter account, Spotify, Vimeo, YouTube, all of that can be integrated. You can add cloud, you can tag a cloud, you can add categories, you can add calendar. Like over here, you can see I've added a calendar over here, right? So likewise, if you want to add a quotation, that can be added. If you want to add a table, if you want to add images, gallery, audio, all of that can be added. Video can be added to your blog page or a website, right? So this is all your creativity, how creatively you want to create your website. And now in the bottom over here, you can see the Yoast SEO plugin. This is the benefit of Yoast SEO plugin. It will show you how optimized your website is with regard to search engine optimization. So it will show you some green marks. That is, these are the good parameters of your website. They are following the SEO guidelines. Orange part, they don't affect the SEO directly, but they have, certain weightage. And red marks, they are absolutely important. They are high priority, and you should be working on these parameters so that you can optimize your website for the website development. So right now it says key phrase length. That means your key phrase is not selected. So how I can do that? I can write my key phrase over here. So hunger eradication. You can get some related key phrases also, but you have to give some authority and all of that. But you can write yourself, hunger eradication. And let's see. You can see key phrase length. Previously it was red colored, but now it is green colored. I've changed the key phrase. Now the moment I have added a key phrase, it has given me more SEO errors. So there is no key phrase in your introduction. There is no key phrase in your SEO title. There is no key phrase in your meta description. So guys, please don't focus on this part right now. You will be having your live session on search engine optimization, and there you will be taught about all of this. I'm just sharing some extra knowledge with all of you. So right now you have to just focus on the website development part, that how you are going to develop it, right? So this is how I can create my page. I can update it. and just go back. Once the page is created, then you will start creating your post. Now for that, please look at one important page. This is your blog page, which is your post page. So guys, blog page is like a container. Anything which you write over here, that will not be visible to your users. So whatever post you are going to create, which is the content, whatever content you are going to develop, that will automatically start appearing on the blog page. So if I go to the blogs page over here, now you can see automatically my posts are coming over here, right? So you're not required to write anything on the blog page. Then comes the post. This is how you have to create the pages. These are some of the important pages, which is about us, contact us, gallery, and if you find any other respective pages, that you can do it for your website. Now, important plugin which I have installed, that is contact form plugin. So for that, you can go to contact us page. So blog page, that is like a container. So whatever post you are going to create, they will automatically start appearing in the blog page. So you are not going to write anything on the blog page. Just keep it as it is. Now over here, you can see I have created a contact us page and I have used a contact form plugin. So how I can use that? You can click on this plus button and just search for the plugin which you have installed. And you can see contact form 7 and choose your contact form number 1. So how it is appearing right now? So if somebody go to contact us, they can just fill up their name, email ID, when do you want to donate, you can customize this, they can choose the date, they can mention their message and submit. So I will be getting all of those messages. Now I have added a contact form page over here. Let's update it and then see on the page. Because I have added 2 contact form plugins, so you can see 2 times it will be appearing over here like this, right? So I'll remove this right now. Update. And that's all. So since I'm not a blogger, I'm not a website developer, if somebody asks me to create this contact form, I will not be able to do that. But because of that plugin, easily I have integrated that part on my website, and now anybody can reach out to me via using this particular form. So Dheeraj, right now SEO is not required, so don't worry about that part. You will be having a detailed live session on the SEO. So there you will be taught about all of this. I think यहाँ तक सबको क्लियर हो गया होगा. Okay, that's great. Now coming to the post part. अब मुझे content develop करना है. So right now I've just created the pages which will appear on my website. Now I will go to the post part, and like you can see, I have written a content for this particular topic. I have written a content for this particular topic. Now let's create a new post. So click on this add new button, and then you can start writing your blog over here. So like this, I have added a title, headline, and then over here you can start writing your content. So again, lot many guys are going to use the chat GPT. So let's say, let me take help of chat GPT. And write a 1,000-word post. And the task is done. So guys, please don't use this kind of practice. You can definitely take help of chat GPT, but once you have got the answers, do try to customize it, give your flavor, right? That it should represent that yes, it is written by him or her, right? So I'll stop generating. कंक्लूजन भी आ गया यहाँ पे. And so my 1,000-word blog is ready. I can change some of the settings now. If I want to add some picture, that can be added. If I want to add some headlines over here, I want to put up a heading, malnutrition. That is my headline. Then over here, I want to add another headline. Political instability. And I want to add another headline over here. Conflict. And another headline over here. That is conclusion. And that's all. And I will publish it. So now let's go back to the blog pages. And now you can see my blog is appearing over here. Hunger, catalyst for potential social causes or issues. And this is how my blog is appearing. If anyone want to add a comment, they can do that. So likewise, you can create multiple posts for your website. But again, like I mentioned, you can take help of ChatGPT, but just don't copy paste it, because again, that is not a good practice for your SEO. Okay. Or see, Shelly, like I mentioned, you can definitely take help of various platform. And let's say if you are, quoting somebody, so in that case, put up a quote marks. When something is written under the quote marks, so then that is being considered that you are, you're taking content from other website and you are giving due credit, right, to that particular user or that particular person. Creative writing part of DM. Archana, yes. So, if you want to build your career as a content developer or content marketer, then definitely creative writing is definitely going to help you. So, Jagruti, that depends on you. Let's say, I'm picking up a topic called entertainment news. Now, under entertainment, I can write anything, right? A dog has bitten somebody, a frog has bitten somebody, right? Or anything like that. So I can write multiple topics under that topic, under that blog. So it depends on the topic which you have selected for your blog. No, Muskan, this is the this is a live session, right? This is how we do in the real life. So whether it is your project or real life, this is the process. See, for this project, at least you require minimum 2 pages and minimum 2 posts. That is a minimum number. Anything above then that is very, very helpful. Yes, Archana. So I mentioned this. 2 posts are mandatory, minimum 2 posts and minimum 2 pages. Why do you want to create 2 websites? I don't think so. You would be having that much of time that you can create a two particular websites. But if you have time, you can do that. Nobody is stopping you. Date of submission, check on your upgrade dashboard. I'm not aware about those dates part. Lavanya, absolutely not. Because, let's say, there are 3 NGOs, right? And 3 NGOs are working on hunger eradication. And the digital marketeer over there, in all these 3 NGOs, they are from this particular batch, right? All of them are friends. Now, सबने क्या किया, चैट जीपीटी यूज किया और कंटेंट डेवलप कर दिया. Then none of them are going to get the advantage of SEO organic ranking, because Google will find that it is a duplicate content which is happening on all the websites. So, you have to customize. Like I mentioned, you can take help from these AI tools, but you just can't, depend on them. You have to customize that as per your, business or as per your skills. Recordings are immediately available on this particular platform. You can come to live.upgrade.com and you can just go to the completed section. So there you will find all the recordings. That I think you will be receiving in the next week, maybe Monday, Tuesday. Any day you will be getting an email from your upgrade team side, which will be having all these details. So this is how I've created my pages. I've created my post. Now another thing, if you want to, I'm just sharing some other information with all of you. Now let's say I've created a website for real life business. Now I am the business owner. So I'm not going to sit on all of the blogs and pages and all of those posts. So if I want to, invite more users, if I want to invite a content developer, if I want to invite a graphic designer, right? If I want to invite a SEO specialist, so all of them can be invited over here by sharing these details. They can get this link and they will be having access to my WordPress dashboard, and then they can start working on this particular platform as per the role which I have assigned to them. So this role is a subscriber, that if I manually entered somebody as a subscriber to my blog, you can give role as SEO editor, SEO manager, contributor, author, editor, administrator, and these different roles can be given to the any members of your team, and they will be playing their respective role while developing a full-fledged website. Now there are certain important screenshots which all of you have to provide during your project. So I'm just taking all of you through that. Number one, this is the dashboard, WordPress dashboard. This screenshot you have to provide in your PPT. Number two, you have to provide the screenshot of the plugin page. So just go to the plugin page and you have to provide this entire screenshot. If you have to capture 2 or 3 screenshots, that can be done. So don't worry about it. You can add a slide in the PPT and you can add different screenshots from here. Number 3, you have to provide the screenshot of all the pages. So click on this pages option, and this is the screenshot which you have to provide. Previously, what people have done, they have provided screenshots from their live website. Guys, in that case, you will lose your marks. Fourth screenshot will be your post screenshot. So again, go to the post and take the screenshot. And fifth screenshot will be your permalink screenshot. So go to settings and click on this permalink and take the screenshot. And along with this, you have to give your reasoning that why you have selected any of this permalink, whatever you have selected for your website in that particular PPT. That is what you have to provide in the PPT deck as part of your submission. Guys, just give me a second. Okay, so I think Soumya has summarized it. WordPress dashboard screenshot, plugin screenshot, pages screenshot, post screenshot, and permalink screenshot. So Manisha, that depends on your, you can say your skills. Wherever you find that you are good with, any of the topic which you like talking about or speaking about, that topic can be selected. But then, let's say if you have 2-3 topics in your mind, and you are not sure that which topic you should be choosing for better traffic, then for that you can take help of one another tool, and that is called as Google Trend. This is a free tool from Google. Now over here, you can start searching for the term. So let's say, I have thought about bakery, right? So I can use this term and this will give me the search volume for this bakery category. So per day, per hour, in the last one year, I can see. This is a kind of, the queries which are happening on the Google. Now I have another topic in my mind, and that is entertainment. And you can compare, oh, entertainment is lesser than the bakery. Then I have another topic in my mind, and that is tech review. Then tech review is even lesser than all of these categories. So likewise, you can just think about 2-3 topics, and you can take help of this platform Google Trends, and you can just compare what is the kind of traffic you are getting for each of these terms, and then you can choose any of the relevant topic which is in trend right now, which people are searching for more number of times on Google platform. So that will be helpful for while choosing your category. Yes, Dheeraj, so don't use these kind of topics. As I mentioned, if you are a certified medical practitioner, then you can use that. Otherwise, don't go for them. You can create a website. You will be able to do that. But that will create a problem when you are going to create your Facebook ad campaign and Google ad campaign, because they might reject your campaign because of this. Yes, Archana, absolutely you can do that. Footwear, yes, absolutely. Any topic, guys, any topic. You can choose any topic of your choice. I have just mentioned which topics you should not be using, right? So apart from that, you can choose any topic. If it is developed on WordPress, then yes, you can use that, because you have to provide those screenshots. And if you don't provide those screenshots, then you will lose your marks. If it is not, then please get in touch with your upgrade buddy and put up your case that you already have a fully fledged website, and then accordingly, whatever they suggest, that you have to follow. So that's all from my side, guys. I'm just going to mention these steps in the chat, whatever we have discussed. You can just copy these steps somewhere, although it is part of the recording, so you can go through the recording and you will be able to see all of these steps mentioned over there. If you get stuck somewhere while creating your website, just look at the recording once again, and I think that will be helpful for you to resolve your queries. Yes, Lavan, you can create for existing business, no problem. So I'm launching the feedback poll. Guys, please help me with your valuable feedback that will be relevant for me.